slip on then. Ladies and gentlemen, Piers Corbyn.
Defying! Do not comply!
Woo. Well, people, fantastic to be here on this beautiful day, the 25th of June 2023, and we've just been to a anti-ultra low emission zone demonstration at Marble Arch, which was great fun. And as people know, I'm standing in the by-election of the century in Uxbridge and South Ruislip. Woo! Okay, where Boris Johnson has stood down. Now, we've been there and we're getting a lot of support already, which is really very promising. And what is this election about? Well, the Tories have said they're going to make it a referendum on ULEZ and oppose ULEZ. But the Tories themselves started ULEZ. It was launched on the 26th of March 2015 by Boris Johnson. He announced it, and then it came into being under Sadiq Khan in 2020. So the Tories are opposing something that they introduced themselves. Do you believe them? No. They are all in this together. And the Tory government have shoveled money into Sadiq Khan to hold his Healthy Cities conferences for people around the world, to imprison you in your own city under they say, well, healthy cities or 15-minute cities or something. They're 15-minute ghettos. It's all about control, control, control. So, what is this election really about? It's actually a referendum on the failed political system of the last 3 years that has betrayed us all. And I am standing against all the other parties because they have betrayed us. And there's no point in a Tory voting Tory to oppose the ULEZ that they introduced, or a Labour voting Labour to support the worst mayor London has ever seen. So the only way forward is an action way forward, and I'm standing for true and action to break the impositions upon us. Because getting MPs in there who say they're going to do one thing in Parliament and do another will never solve it. We're only going to win by breaking their restrictions. In Birmingham, we know that people driving at will and not paying has resulted in the council giving up their clean air zone. In London, about 1/3 of people of payments charged have not been paid. Now, some of those are people who just gave up and didn't pay and sold their cars, but a lot of them are people like me who've refused to pay. But we need more of this. We need now. Everyone who's got an old car, drive in the existing ULEZ zone and do not pay. They'll send you a piece of paper. Ignore it. They'll send you more paper. Ignore, ignore, ignore. I have, as you know, run up £61,000 of charges, which is for charges and charges on charges, and some of them spelled that on there. They have taken my car, but only because it's a symbol. They won't take any cars worth less than £2,000 because it's not worth the pay. It's chasing. And anyway, the whole process is illegal. And I have succeeded now in going to an auction and bought my car back for £850, which is a lot less than 61,000.
Oh, well done!
Only there's a slight catch. We paid the deposit and we still need some more money. So you put it in there. And if we get extra money, because we were 100 short last time I counted it, we'll spend it on leaflets in the Uxbridge.
And petrol.
By-election. And petrol to get there. And, well, train fare to get there, petrol to get back. It's a long way. It's Herefordshire. So,
You've got to tell us more about that, Piers, please.
More about what?
Well, tell us about the story about going and getting the...
Well, if you want the details,
yes.
It's a bit... Okay. But it was very hard to get there. The train was delayed 45 minutes. Arrive at Newport to change trains, and they say, you've got 4 minutes to get the next train. They don't even bother to say, we're going to hold the train for all the people getting off one train to get on another. No, they just say you've got 4 minutes. So I ran and just caught it with about half a minute to go. Then I arrived, more delays in the place, what's it called? the little town in Herefordshire, and there's only 25 minutes to go to get to the auction, and there's no taxis. And an old lady helped me ring up the taxi firm. She rang them all, there was none. None. So I just ran to the road and I saw the screen lift and I turned up my thumb and I got the first lift. And he took me there just in time. So I got in there, put up my hand to bid for my own car, and got it.
Did anybody vote?
The whole meeting, there was about 50 people there, 100 people, they all cheered. And they all knew what's going on. They announced the car is coming.
Did anyone bid against you?
Well, there might have been fakes against me, a game going on to make the price go up. I don't know. Because 850 is more than we expected, but less than we'd have to spend to get a.
And how did you find out where it was?
Well, they have to tell you.
Right, okay.
They have to tell you.
Okay, very good.
Yeah. So it was in Leominster car auction in Leominster. Leominster is a very one-horse town, by the way. It's got 3 taxi firms, all of which are busy or having lunch.
Well done.
Anyway,
Well done.
more money and we'll get it tomorrow. Okay, and we have legal ways of preventing them getting it back off me, which we won't go into here, because this is a public arena. Okay, so now, me standing in Uxbridge and South Ruislip is part of the war against all the tyrannies. And if I can just have one of those leaflets there, or those 2, where we're standing against all the legs of the New World Order. Of course, the most crucial one is actually the ULEZ, but the lists are stopping the virus con, stopping the climate con, stopping the war con, stopping all the jabs programs, taking down the 5G and the digital and biometric ID. And I'm already pointing out to people there that I was the first person to stand here and announce that the powers that be want to jab the world, want to introduce 5G and a whole lot of things. And I was called a mad conspiracy theorist. Now we know everything I warned of has turned out to be true. And there's other candidates standing, other wannabes, but look, frankly, there's people jumping on the bandwagon who are there to confuse the vote. The only chance of anyone beating the others is, I have to say, through me, partly because of my brother's effect, people have heard the name Corbyn, but the other is people know I've stood all along against these things. So we can actually win. And I would like to mention the climate issue right now. If you don't mind getting that one as well. There's more and more lies now being spread on the climate issue, because that is their underlying, their basic line that underlies everything. It's now being called global heating. They're now talking about sea temperatures being the warmest since 1750. This is complete, utter, absolute lie. They have no data whatsoever. Sea temperatures in 1850 were measured by thermometers occasionally on the surface. Now they don't do that. They measure them by the supposed height of the sea relative to a satellite, i.e. the whole temperature of everything beneath that surface, right down to the bottom of the sea. So that's a completely different measure. They're not measuring temperature, they're measuring sea surface height. And they're pretending that is some temperature. Their claims are lies and lies and lies. They're changing, yes, all of them. They've changed the word to heating in order to make you think there is something new. The facts are that man-made climate change does not exist. World CO2 levels, there they are, follow world temperatures. Follow them. There's no evidence for CO2 driving anything. So as I said, we are standing, take a pamphlet please if you want one, and a leaflet. We're standing as a referendum against the failed political system of the last 3 years. And imagine, if I was in Parliament, I'm really looking forward to the answer. If I was in Parliament, every day I'd be challenging their lies with qualifications, because I am a scientist, an astrophysicist, theoretical business and me trying. So I can answer all the crap they put out in Parliament, whereas most MPs are just there respecting the three-line whip, and they know nothing, and they're pricked and lied to by the bureaucracy. I'll be there to smash the corrupt parliamentary lie machine. Okay, now there are other parties standing as well. One of the ULEZ guys, there's two other anti-ULEZ guys standing, so I'm going to work with them because they'll make propaganda against Sadiq Khan and everything. But the answer has to be that I'm the one that's going to get the most votes. They should make propaganda and tell people to vote for me, with all due respect, because that way we can actually win. And if I get the deposit back by winning, I'd share it with those guys who'd lose. So that is, you know, the only way forward. Now, some of the other people standing include Reclaim, namely, what's the Reclaim guy called? Fox, Lawrence Fox. Now, he has a pact with Reform to not stand against each other, but they don't have a pact with me to not stand against me. Why is that? Because we speak for action and the truth, whereas they are there to keep people in the circus. And be clear, Reform, Reclaim and Andrew Bridgen, despite the fact he's said very good things, are funded by the same millionaire, Jeremy Hoskin. So they're there to create a circus for us to join in and vote for this one or that one to keep us in the frame. But they don't want people to vote for me because we stand for action to defeat them on the ground, which is the only way we're going to win. So they have no trek with Reform, Nigel Farage or Reclaim or any of them. Because, well, we are the way forward and they are the way to defeat. The BBC will lie, the BBC will try and ignore us in this election campaign. We'll have a lot of action on the ground. We're giving out leafleting. Go on the website and find out more about it. You can go on the group of Telegram, which is Piers Corbyn #4, Uxbridge and sign South Christ. And all the information will be there. So thank you very much indeed for coming. Take a pamphlet about climate, give us some more money, and I'll end with our favourite slogan: resist, defy, do not comply! Woo! Well, 2 or 3, we normally do it in one at the end, but why not? Thank you very much. Alright, do you want to turn it off now so they can